Hi everybody. So today I am going to show you how to tie a Nicky knot. Now the Nicky knot is probably my favorite knot to tie because it's small but it's also triangular and you don't get that with a lot of knots. So to start, I am going to have the narrow end of the tie about parallel with the first button on my shirt. And that's not a universal rule, and you'll probably have to experiment with different lengths just to see what works best for you. Also notice that the seam of the tie is facing out. Now that's pretty uncommon for most knots, but that's just the way that this knot works. Sometimes that's referred to as reversed, but yeah, so that's how this is going to go. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the narrow end of the tie with my left hand. I'm going to grab the wide end of the tie with my right hand. And I'm going to cross them like this and just tug a little bit to tighten it up. Now once I've done that, I'm going to grab where the two ends are intersecting and pinch like this. And that's just going to make sure that the knot forms correctly. Okay. So now that the intersection point is being pinched by my left hand, I am going to take the wide end of the tie with my right hand and put it up and through the loop around my neck, right here. And that's going to look like this. And once the tie is through, I'm going to put the wide end to my left side. Like that. But now that the wide end of the tie is on my left side, I am going to grab the narrow end of the tie with my right hand and just pull downwards, just very gently, and I'm going to grab the wide end of the tie with my left hand, and I'm going to pull diagonally downwards, just very gently as well. And that's just going to tighten everything up and make sure that it finishes pretty well. So after I've done that, I am going to pass the wide end of the tie to my right side. And before I let go, I am going to transfer the wide end of the tie to my right hand, like this. Okay, so now I am going to pinch the forming knot, all of it, with my left hand, like that. And I am going to take the wide end of the tie and pass it under and through the loop around my neck. And that's going to look like that. Okay, now that I'm here, I am going to, and this is kind of an interesting way to finish the knot, and it's best if I do a side profile, I think. I'm going to put my left hand in the middle of the wide end of the tie, and I'm going to raise it so that the portion that is closest to my neck is parallel to the ground. And after I do that, I'm going to grab the bottom of the wide end of the tie with my right hand, and I'm going to fold it up close to my neck, like this. And what that does is ensure that the tie will not get in the way when you need to put it through the loop. So now let's put it through that loop I mentioned. So what you're going to do is just with your left index finger, pull just very gently forward on the loop right here. And when you do that, then you can feed the end of the wide end of the tie through. And so what you're going to do then is grab the end of the wide end of the tie with your left hand while also pulling up on the loop, just very gently, so that you pull it through. Okay, so now that I'm here, I am going to grab the narrow end of the tie with my left hand, apply a little bit of downward pressure, and I'm going to pull downward on the wide end of the tie with my right hand, like that. And I'm going to pull until it's snug. Don't pull too tight or you'll damage your tie, so just do it until you can't easily pull it anymore. Okay, So now that I'm here, I'm going to continue grabbing the narrow end of the tie with my left hand, and I'm going to continue applying downward force, while with my right hand, I'm going to grab the knot itself and just gently push it up to my neck, like this. And then I can put my collar down. And I have a pretty nice looking Nicky knot. So thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it.